Hi, my name is John Petty, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Growing Up in Flip Flops. This week's episode is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be different in both terms of format and subject matter. I won't be talking about my experiences as a young boy growing up in Florida. Instead, I'm going to be asking you, the listener, a question. Now, don't worry, it's nothing personal or anything like that. You're going to answer in your own time, in your own way. There will be no right or wrong answers if you follow my instructions. It's an interesting little exercise. What I call it is the doable dream. And there are a couple things that I'll explain. First off, by doable, this has to be something that you would be able to do or perform with minimal additional training or experience. And that the only real thing holding you back from doing it is either available time or finances. Having something that would make up for your current income level or some startup costs in doing it. Let me give you parameters for this. When I say doable and that minimal extra training, I am not talking about you saying, I want to be the next person to walk on the moon. In all likelihood, you are not going to become a NASA astronaut. In all likelihood, NASA is probably not sending another manned mission to the moon anytime soon. So it's not going to happen. Another example. I want to win the Indianapolis 500. It isn't going to happen. I want to be the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. It's not going to happen. These are things that are doable. Something doable that with minimal extra training that you could perform. The second part of it is dream. Something that you would really like to do. Something that you would enjoy. Something that you think that you would be good at. That you could add some value. That's the other point of this. When I say dream, I'm not talking about becoming a beach bum and just wandering. It has to be something that you could do for gainful employment. Not that you're going to make a ton of money at it, but it's something that has to be of service. Not that you're just going to, go to sleep in the hammock and that's it. No, that doesn't count. Now, if your dream is to do volunteer work for something, yes, that's fine. But be specific when you answer the question. Be very, very specific. Volunteer work is very noble, and a lot of institutions rely on it to further their mission. But it could be anything. So there's your two rules. It has to be doable with minimal additional training, and it has to be something that you would enjoy. I've been in a heck of a lot of different jobs. Some of them I really enjoyed, and some of them I couldn't wait to get out of. Answering this, I would suggest that if you are currently employed, that your answer is not your current employment. It's something else. The point of this exercise is literally to get you thinking about, wow, wouldn't it be neat if I could? It's pretty amazing what you can think of when you look at that question or answer that question, and the only thing holding you back is money. That's not that really big of a burden as you might think it is. I can tell you, this podcast was one of my doable dreams. I'm doing it. Next week, I start another one. Not another podcast, but work on another doable dream of mine. Have I got others? You bet. That's the interesting thing, is just to take the time to find that thing that is your personal answer to the question, wouldn't it be neat if I could do that? You know what? If you take a couple minutes, you might surprise yourself with the answer. I've asked that question throughout my life, and I'll tell you, it's led me to some really fascinating places, meeting incredible people that have been friends for the rest of my life. It's just been a wonderful experience to just answer that question of, wouldn't it be neat if? I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for listening. And answer that question. You'll be really surprised where it might lead you. Thank you.